And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Bailey, no good on the shot, a bit long that time. Rockets leading by 6. Here's Ozat, powered down with both hands.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
On the wing, Mitchell. Beyond the arc, buries it from three-point range. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Jazz. 9-point game. And a first time out of the game called for Utah. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Markkanen passes to George. Back to Markkanen. Here's Morris. From deep. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
The head coach of the Jazz gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And he gets the bucket. Morris has got 9.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 minutes.
Ozat covered by Morris. Here's Ozat. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Morris passes to Kessler. Morris outside. It's George on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. No good from outside. Rockets leading by 9. Durant in the corner. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
The Jazz have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Morris kicks to Markkanen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Fires it up. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Pass to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Şengün against Kessler. Rocket 6. Here's Durant, and there's the drive, and then Durant with the dunk.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. So both teams making some changes here. And so here is Houston. They've got Kyle Filipowski. Markkanen is out there with Bailey. Then it's Morris. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Hits it. From three-point range.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Here's Morris driving the lane. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
Pass to Mitchell. Shot covered by Morris. Durant, no good. Jazz trail by 12. Here's Bailey. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Bailey's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Outside Durant. Durant drives. Count it, good. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
The control KD has from any spot on the floor, that's what makes him different.
14 feet away. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Morris.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Mitchell with it. 5 points in the game. Tigers for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Lepowski's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Nice ball movement by Utah. 3-pointer, Markkanen, and Utah another 3.
And staying aggressive on offense. Markkanen's always looking to score the basketball. This guy has really become a refined scorer.
Durant, no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And Markkanen with the slam.
Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. Shot clock at 6. The wide open look for Durant. The Rockets again can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Morris. There's a minute 34 left in the first half. There's a good screen. Knocks down the 3-ball. Now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz. There's 1:17 left to play here in the half. Easton passes to Shepard. Mitchell outside. Lets the 3 fly, and the 3-ball is good. Mitchell's got 8.
And I like how Shepard keeps things simple. When he notices someone on his team is open, he is more than happy to move the ball.
Near the 3-point line, it's Morris, and Utah again with the bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let it roll.
Pass to Eason. Here's Shepard. His 3-pointers off the mark. Utah trailing here. Bailey passes to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. From 12 feet out, Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Morris throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. In the corner, it's Eason. And the 3 off target. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Jazz lead by 2. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Hey, thanks. KD, a slow start. How do you improve defensively?
We got to control pick and roll. they're making jump shots. So, hopefully we just keep contesting it and they start missing in the second half. But
all right, Allie, thank you. And, folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Utah Jazz.
I love how they're running their offense. They look sharp.
Yeah, hitting shots at a high clip. They'll need more of the same to pull away in this one.
Taking a look at the Jazz in this series. Facing elimination. Can they even the series on their home floor? Shaq.
Are you calling the powers of Shaq Shadamas?
Yeah. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call.
And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. And so in the game for the Rockets, we'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Then it's Alperen Sengun. And it's Mitchell. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. That three off the mark. The Rockets trail. Here's Ozat. And that one is hammered home.
Just the kind of play they need in a game. This close.
That's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Morris. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
Outside Durant. Ozat covered by Morris. 5 to shoot. And there's Katie. That's good on the assist by Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. To the right side. George finds Markkanen. Inside, here's Kessler.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Here's Ozat. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He's got 23.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Morris passes to Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
I like the decisiveness by Markkanen in the screen and roll, really knowing when to shoot once he gets the screen.
Timeout called, the Rockets. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Pass to Sengun. Here's Ozat. Nailed from three-point land.
They're executing. After halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
Right at the free throw line, Morris with the bucket. Morris has got it all tied up now for Utah.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
It's Durant on the wing. There's a nice passing there by Houston. To the left side wing. Here's Ozat. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Morris passes to Kessler. On the wing, Morris. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Nice shot by Smith.
That 6'10" height to Smith. It almost surprised you. He doesn't move like that, but it really helps him inside.
Now, here is Morris. Not a lot of room. Kessler setting the pick for Markkanen. And a miss there on the triple.
The way he started this game, you wondered if he'd ever cool down, and the answer is yes.
And he gets it to go.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Morris finds Markkanen. In the corner, George with it. Fires the 3. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket for Markkanen.
Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
Mitchell outside to the inside. Here's Şengün. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Şengün's got 6.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Morris with the bucket.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Timeout called the Rockets. The Jazz making a switch here. Filipowski's checked in. Houston making some changes for the Jazz. Hendricks is checked in. And Bailey subbed in for Markkanen. Houston making a switch. Van Vliet's checked in. A 3 from Morris. It's rebounded by Houston.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
Kyle Filipowski is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Morris. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Bailey in at the 2 guard. That's the group right now for Utah. Just 5 on the clock. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now.
Previous play is under review.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
A different look for Utah. Sensabaugh is checked in, and it's Collier in for Bailey. Şengün's checked in for the Rockets. Smith comes in for Thompson. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
During that break, Utah's coach had some words for his team. Coach told them to adjust on defense, saying they're calling it tight right now. We can keep the same effort, but less reaching in and all that. Don't let them beat us at the line. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
At the least, he did extend it to a 2-possession game. That's important.
That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket for Morris.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Here's Mitchell, and here's Van Vliet from the arc. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. And Morris has got the ball here for the Utah Jazz. Markkanen passes to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Back to Morris. Pass to Markkanen. This one for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Markkanen's got 25 points.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half. Here, but he still got the flow in the second. Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Morris and Utah again with the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Durant's checked in for the Rockets. Now, here's Şengün. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Drills it from outside. And the Rockets lead by 6.
You love seeing Smith Jr. be assertive off the catch. Great shot.
Morris outside. Here's Markkanen. Morris with the screen for Markkanen. 6 to shoot. The response triple. Answers back.
You can see the change in approach from him since the break. He's been minutes after being held scoreless in the first half.
And the shot goes in.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Efficiency is key, especially down the stretch.
Morris. And the layup is off.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Up top, Şengün. Outside, Durant. Finished by KD.
Teams have always tried to be physical with KD in the paint. Tried being the key word.
Bailey's checked in for Utah. George comes in for Collier. Morris.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the defense.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for 2, Morris.
First free throw is good, and that turns the lead to 6. And Morris drops them both.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Outside, Durant puts it up from deep. Not that time. It won't go. And Morris has got the ball here for the Utah Jazz. Insane move and bucket.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Rockets leading by 3. With the drive. Oh, the slam dunk.
Dime from KD. You look at his assist numbers over his career, and they are elite for his position.
Here's Bailey.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Now Markkanen. It drops.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
On the free throw, no good. Shoots the 3. Morris pulls it down. And it's Utah's ball. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. To take the lead, a three-pointer. Good.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Timeout called. Rockets. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3, but they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Outside, KD. Şengün fires. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. From Delta Center, back in a moment. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters.
Here we go.
Hey, Durant. Get that.
Oh, I know you like that one.
Shot. Hey, D up on him. Who's watching him? Give me that. Get it. Shot.
2 minutes remaining in overtime. 2 minutes.
Thompson against Morris. Markkanen fires. And there's the 3.
Accepting more of a leadership role over time. Markkanen not bashful at rising up to take huge shots.
Here's Durant. Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. Got it to go off the glass.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
Morris. Rebounded by Thompson. For Houston, they've gotten things started superbly in overtime, hitting 5 of the first 7 shots. Durant going to work inside.
Huge points from Durant. He lives for these spots.
And KD, no good on that one. Jazz trail by 4. From deep, knocks down the 3.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass nice and simple.
We're now about 3 minutes into this overtime period.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Morris. Rebounded by Thompson. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. At one point, they led by 16. Durant. That one goes.
What a big shot from Durant. This guy is the depth. Definition of clutch.
The Jazz call timeout. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
He's not going to let this game get away from them. He's going to get to the bucket and get them points.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Shinju. It's in.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throwdown.
Now Morris. Count it.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Timeout called. Rockets. Here's Durant, and he commits the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did.
Rebounded by Thompson, and now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. It took them 6 games to do it, Greg, but they finally asserted themselves and move on to round 2.
And I really think it benefits a team to have a competitive series in round 1. It gets those playoff juices kind of flowing, if you will. Prevents any kind of complacency from setting in.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Katie, you were able to clamp down defensively as the game wore on. What was the key there?
Well, we stayed patient. We contested the shots. They hit some tough ones early on. And I think in the pick and roll, we made a solid adjustment. And we turned that around. Coach made a great adjustment, and we was able to get rebounds and go.
The patience was so important. It paid off. Thanks, Katie.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA.